what happened to Nicholas or any of the other victims of police brutality and police murder. But what we need to do is make sure that this case right here does not get swept aside like all of the rest of the cases. It is very important that we stand up and rally and give the Bell family as much support as we possibly can. And Mr. Bell just said he doesn't have much to say. I can remember when my son was murdered. It is just, you are just speechless. You just have so much pain going on inside you, so much thing that you just don't believe, you know, what is actually happening. I mean, here it's been over 2 months and they still trying to figure out, they are trying to figure out, we already know what happened. We know that these police right now should be locked up and in jail, but they're not. That's why it is important that we continue to fight and continue to struggle. Mr. Bell, soon, it's going to be soon where you're going to have a lot to say, because this system that I had to find out by constantly fighting, constantly sending letters out to elected officials, those who call themselves writing laws for us. It is important that we, that we stay together. I am a member of Parents Against Police Brutality, and I'm also a member of the October 22nd Coalition Against Police Brutality. And Mr. Bell, I know you have your thing. You have you really believe that justice is going to prevail in this case, and I'm really hopeful that it does. And like I said, anything I can do to give support to make that happen, I would always be there for you. There is so much that needs to be said about this case, but like I said, this is not the only case. There is so many cases that are actually been swept under the rug. And we have a few parents here that's really to share some of that, which I have, let me first introduce Mrs. Cabelli, who lost her son, Kevin, to the NYPD in 1998.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I just want to let you know, you have my full support. Anytime you or your wife needs to call me, you can call and talk to me. I know your pain. I know what you're going through, because unfortunately I'm another person suffering the same kind of pain. My son was gunned down inside a police station in Queens for being in the midst of a mental crisis. He was shot twice in the back. He was shot over 8 times, and it was deemed justifiable homicide. Justifiable homicide, to murder someone in cold blood. So I know exactly what you're going through, and it's a long, hard battle, but don't give up, because you have the full support of so many people behind you. Just don't let them force you to give up.
Thank you, Loretta. That's another thing. The parents are forced to fight this system in order to get just a little bit of justice, to get any kind of justice. It's not. That's why I joined Parents Against Police Brutality, so that I can be able to talk and communicate with people who experience the same thing that I experienced. And it's real hard. I mean, today, 12 years later, it's almost like it just happened yesterday. The pain never goes away. It doesn't go away. I would like to introduce a young lady who came all the way from New Haven, Connecticut, to share and be beside the Bell family. She lost her son in I don't know the year.
It's all right.
1997, and she wished to share, some words for the people and let you know that she's not going to be by your side also, Mr. Bell.
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Can I hear you? No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Hey. I'd like to greet all of my brothers and sisters by bringing the greeting of peace to you. But before I go into my comments, I'd like to, first of all, give praises and honor to a power that is greater than all that we see out here in the universe.